Hey everyone, Todd here, internalarchitect.com. Today is day plus 35 since my sibling allogeneic stem cell transplant, and it is December 3rd, 2020. I'm still in the hospital due to just continuing having these random fevers, and we're just slowly getting to the bottom of them. It's still it's been kind of a perplexing thing because we're just not sure why this is happening. So my wife and I have been really kind of pushing to start subtracting things out of kind of the regimen that we have going on right now. And I kind of made there was talk about removing my trifusion line earlier in the week, when we were just trying to come up with a reason why. All the markers that I have for inflammation are all down, so that's really, really good news. I'm starting to taper off the steroids, which is a big thing also, because that has really kind of helped bring the inflammation side that's going on in my body down. So we're still trying to figure out some of this stuff. So yesterday I had a fever yesterday morning, and I kind of made a deal with Dr. Smith, who is the resident here right now, that we think about pulling all my lines, my port line and my trifusion line. I made the deal with him though that we'll start with the trifusion line, and we'll see if I fever again. And if I fever again, we're going to pull the port line also. So there's a couple of things going on here that we're thinking about. We're just, all my labs, all my cultures, everything keep coming back negative for infection. So it's just really dumbfounding to try to kind of wrap your head around why, some fevering would be happening when there is no source from what it appears, through all the lab work and everything that we've done. So the next thing and the next talk that we've had is like I said, is to start removing the hardware. And yesterday evening, we pulled the trifusion line yesterday. It wasn't too bad. We just did it in my room, which was not too shabby. A little bit of Novocaine numbed everything up, and they were able to just kind of pull it out, which was cool. They did send the tip of it, the part that goes in just above your heart, to go get tested to see if there could be any bacteria in there, and that could maybe be a source. So that is kind of one of the things that is happening as we speak right now. Haven't gotten those results back yet, but I'm hoping that's one of the I'm hoping that's kind of one of the culprits at this point, because there's just no reason, Earlier we were thinking that maybe the fevers were really caused by the inflammation, which very well could be, because my body has been through so much at this point that very well could be part of it, and also dealing with maybe a little bit of what they call graft versus host disease, a little bit of onset from it because of just my body not necessarily rejecting my brother's stem cells, but just like kind of battling in a way. So that could be part of it too, and that could be just reason why I keep having these low grade fevers. So we're not 100% sure why. I do know that a little bit of Tylenol yesterday broke the fever, and I was fine for the rest of the day. I still haven't fevered today either, so that's great news, and hopefully we can kind of keep it that way, because I really don't want to have to pull my port yet, as it's just such a great access point for dealing with, just fluids and blood draws and everything else that goes on. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of where things are at right now. Yesterday was a long day, just with talking with the doctors. What's really cool about UC Health here in Denver is, fortunately I've learned a lot about everything that I'm going through, and I question a lot, and I think that's really important for patients to do, is to question everything that goes on. When you are in the middle of fevering, because I've been in here for 3 weeks now, a little over 3 weeks, and we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, so it feels a lot like Groundhog's Day. So it's important that we start talking and having the discussion about trying different things. And this was kind of the first step of trying something different. It was, let's remove some hardware and see if that makes a difference. And so far, I haven't fevered. Obviously it's only been a little over getting close to 36 hours since I fevered. So, and it wasn't super high, but it was enough to, be a concern. And, I'm back on vancomycin at a slow rate, because vanco, unfortunately, if I get it too fast, I'll get red man's syndrome. And so I'll just turn beet red. But so far I've been able to tolerate it pretty good and whatnot. So, so we're just, it's this hurry up and wait game now, as long as I don't fever, and if I can kind of make it through the weekend without fevering and stuff, maybe that was the culprit, and, look at maybe getting discharged beginning of next week. So I'll be here through the weekend, unfortunately, due to just everything. It's just, it's Thursday right now. So, technically just, I need to be off of the vanco for at least 48 hours to see if, that's keeping something at bay still or whatever too. So I don't know, we're just kind of continuing on. Today, since it's day 35, like I said, today is day 35, so I'll be, this will be my last day of one of my immune suppressive drugs. So that's getting removed out of the equation. The Trifusion's out now, so that's out of the equation now. That, just letting the little bit of the antibiotic kind of do its work. If there was a weird little pocket of bacteria in there that happened to start growing, and it was just, maybe that was causing the issue. So hard saying, not knowing, but that's kind of where it's at. Fortunately I feel pretty good, just tired. I think I've been in the hospital for a lot of time at this point, and it's just, it kind of wears on you over time. And on top of it, we've been on lockdown because of COVID, and there has been some reported cases of COVID in some of the BMT, the bone marrow transplant patients. So it basically, the floor 11 here, where I'm at in UC Health here in Anschutz in Aurora, has been just on lockdown since Sunday. So I haven't even been able to see my wife for 4 days now. It's just, it's just tough, and it's hard on the psyche right now too. So just slowly but surely just making through it. And, I needed to put a video out too, just to get you guys all updated and let you know kind of where things are at also. So, but unfortunately I'm feeling pretty good. Everything is, we're moving forward, and that's, I feel like we're, kind of, even though felt like I was just taking steps backwards for a little bit, finally feeling like, okay, we're taking a step or two forward right now. So that feels good, and that's kind of the whole point at this juncture. I'm just gonna kind of pray and keep my fingers crossed that I don't have any more fevers, and I can keep my port in for a little while longer, at least so I can deal with all my labs and everything for the next 90 days. And then at some point, maybe next summer, get it pulled and not have to worry about this. So that's where it's at the point. If you guys have any comments or questions, obviously hit me in the comment section below, and please share, do what you guys do. I love reading the comments when they come in, and do my best to respond to them as soon as I can. Obviously, being in the hospital, a little bit busy with doctors constantly coming in, especially since my case is a little bit interesting. But Anyway, I'll update you here in the next few days, and just want to say thanks. I appreciate your time and energy, and I will see you on the next video.